The Great Northern Plains are the epicenter for new oil development, and this boom poses large oil water risks. The Great Northern Plains are home to the Williston Basin, which is where the Bakken oil play is, one of the major oil plays there. It spans many different geographies. It spans North Dakota, Montana, up into Canada, and then there are also several tribal nations there. So there are a lot of boundaries around the Williston Basin. There are major risks to water producing in the Williston Basin. They really emanate from the fact that there are so many wells that are being drilled there. There's a huge density of wells. And when you're dealing with so many wells, you're dealing with a lot of injection for water and a lot of volume of water that's produced. That sheer volume of water creates interactions between oil and water that are very difficult to manage. One of the very large problems that is unique to North Dakota, Montana in the Williston Basin is how saline the water is, which means it's very salty. Some of the water there, it can be 10 times saltier than seawater. So we're dealing with water that you can't drink, that contaminates very easily, and you're producing a tremendous amount of this saline water, which means you need to use a lot of fresh water in order to maintain and operate and clean off. This is water that's corrosive, this is water that contaminates, so you need a lot of fresh water in the process of managing these operations. Up in the Williston Basin in the northern Great Plains, you've got a lot of different boundaries, which means a lot of different stakeholders. You've got Montana, you've got North Dakota, you've got tribal lands, you've got boundaries up into Canada. Everyone deals with this boom in oil differently, and they're figuring it out as they go, but they're not figuring it out consistently. There is so much development going on in such a clustered, overlapping nature, and the boom needs order. It needs structure, and that is what's not going on up there. We're getting a lot of different companies, a lot of different determinations and decisions all at the same time, depending on where you are at the moment. And without a structure to the boom, it makes it very difficult to safely manage oil water impacts.